Sunday morning I'm on the yard. John's just been moving some grain around because he's got more going out next week. And I was planning on putting the fert spreader on and going spreading a bit of urea. But I didn't feel it now. But the wind had suddenly got up. Stopped again, but it's a little bit tacky on top. But I want to get it done in the next day or two because it's going to come wet again. I thought it was going to come dry, but no, it's going to come wet again. And we won't be able to get on. But when the sun comes out this time of year, it can be quite warm and stuff will start growing. So if we can get a bit of fertiliser on it, the more it'll basically till her out. Don't think it'll till her far enough to get onto the headlands and the burr patches. But if you get a bit of tiller in, it then means that the tiller's basically an extra shoot. The more shoots we've got, the more grain heads we've got. And hopefully the more yield we'll get, as long as it doesn't come too dry. The worry now is, because it's been so wet for so long, it will have shallow roots because it's never had to look for water. Of course then if it comes dry in June like it did last year, then it's not got the root structure to scavenge for water and you end up with no yield or very small grains. Who'd farm me? Anyway, we'll go up to Brookhouse now. The foal has crashed. We've been running around giddy and crashed through the fence, landed the other side in a bit of the yard that had big piles of sandstone, so we're just going to level the sandstone so it's a bit safer in case it falls through it again. So the digger's already up there, so John's going to go with the Merlot and I'm going to go and get some dinner. Okay, we've got the digger now, we're just levelling off. So basically when we put that fence up, there was these sandstone flag things as a wall all the way along. So I went along with the digger and routed along the bottom so that when I lifted them out with a grab, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago, it didn't crack, but we never filled the hole in. Anyway, one of the big horses put its head through the fence, trying to eat the grass and knock that rail off on Friday. And then when the little foal went in, that tried to do the same thing, leaned too far and fell through the fence into the hole that was there. So we're just filling it in and then we're going to try and now find the sump hole to get rid of this water, because this shouldn't be in here. There's a, I'll show you around here. Trip over. In here. But you might not be able to see it, I think it's screwed up. So people didn't open it. Yeah, we screwed it up. But this is like a big sump. So when it was a pig farm, we used to push all the muck out and then all like the effluent would run into here, and that's about 10 foot deep. They took it out. In fact, one of the police dogs fell in it one day because they opened the door and the dog just jumped straight in. So that's another reason why we've screwed the door shut. But yeah, we need to find out how we can get that water away into there. I'm guessing that grid might have something to do with it. You can tell it's been wet for a while. It's covered in bulrushes. I'm going to see how deep this is. About a foot deep. 18 inches deep. Might have to suck that out with a tanker maybe and see what's in it. It's clean, the water. It's only rainwater. Because obviously there's no pigs here now. I've unscrewed this door, got it open. And the water level in there is a bit manky. Doesn't look like it's moved for a long time. It's ever so slightly lower than that, I think. So I'm going to pump that out first, or pump out that manhole that's round that corner first. But I think we'll have to go and get an extension cable. We've managed to get this grid running on the yard because the grids were blocked. So that's now flowing because all that plastic had managed to find its way in that manhole. That goes to there, and then it's the one over there we're messing with as well. We'll get the extension cable now, plug it in, suck out that chamber, see what we can see. But we've got the drains running the other side of the yard. We only went over to borrow the extension cable and ended up fixing them at the same time. Easy fix, really, just pulling that plastic out. Just one of them perhaps needs jetting. What happens now? Pumps down itself. There's the water. You ready, John? So the problem with lay flat hose, it's horrible, isn't it? Yeah, should you move the fat and the Merlot up?
Yeah, put the Merlot down there.
I'll back up because because we're trying to put it around a bend. It's not liking it. Pipes are kinking too much. Oh, got a hole in it now. Oh, I see, he wants me to go that way. I thought he wanted me to go this way. Nice clean water anyway. Pumping the water out, and the level not particularly dropped a lot, which must suggest that it's still flowing in from possibly that side. Fill the bucket up and then we're not chasing it in a circle. We drop the water level now. You can see some of the pipes coming in. They're like a T-section, so they come in. It's like that sort of shape to the top. So now, really, I think we should outlet for the bottom. But one will be an inlet and one will be an outlet. Just don't know which is which really until we've pumped it out. John's got the rod in there now, and then it's just starting to bubble in the back now. Yeah, the bucket's getting pretty full. I think we need to go and tip it, start again. Oh, that's good, it's dropped, but just need to unblock it now so that water goes away. It's all dead vegetation rotting away. Got half a bucket full of water. I think I'll go and tip it on the midden, like a bio bed then, won't it? We'll just take it nice and steady. Got a fountain for this bucket full. We actually think that outlet's that way and then that way, because the pipe coming from there has a proper kink to it. I'll show you.
Can the U-turn into there?
Yeah, it would make sense though, doesn't it, if that outletted that way and then that's coming in from that water there. It's all heading out. So we think that big chamber there outlets this way and then goes off there. It seems strange for that to go around such a bend.
It's wrong, that. I think it's wrong.
Manhole's round that corner. We think it flows underneath here into this, which is pretty silted up, and then goes off that way towards the ditch, perhaps. Yeah, John's put the Cobra down. That's coming to here, so we know that that goes that way. So we think now this tank, this square tank, and that square tank both empty that way into the manhole. We just lifted the lid off over there, then off to the ditch. So that explains it all now. It's hard to see, but that is now flowing that way, which is good. And that's now entering and going out that way. I think this is the other outlet of them. How does a pillow get down a drain? It's nuts, isn't it? Maybe this is it here. They don't stop eating, do they, these horses? Only a little bit of straw left and one bale. Always wondered where the drains go to. Anyway, I think we've sorted them all and tracked them all. But this is at Brookhouse. This is the one that I think in April I've had for 5 years. The one on the other side has been, I don't know, 6 months, 7 months. That's the one now that we also need to pump the drains out and find out which way they flow as well. So I'll just get stuck in the fence as I climb over, rather than open the gate and see what lambs we can find. Not in there. Oh, they're in here. There we go. Looks like there's some twins and a single. One of the sheep looks like it's had its wool clipped, so maybe they've had to do with cesarean on one, I don't know. Obviously they were born when I was in Finland last week. Anyway, I'm going to shoot back and do the birthdays. Wind's dropped a lot now, so hopefully tomorrow we can get some of that spread and get stuff growing. Got 15 tonne of wheat seed there that you can sow sort of up till March, which isn't far off. We're going to push it and keep going, but just the next 2 weeks look awful again. It's a joke. It's literally rained since July. One of the guys that we were in Finland with reckoned that they'd only had 6 days of no rain since last August. You know, that's just nuts. I don't know, it's 6 consecutive days, maybe. It might have meant 6 consecutive days. Yeah, that was probably sort of last September. Anyway, I'll find a buggy and we'll do the birthdays. Right, today's quiz question. After we finish the 1690, do we get that in a workshop, or that in a workshop, or neither? And maybe see if we can get one of the colleges interested in doing one of them up. What do you think? Let me know. Quite a full toy box. 2 cases, John Deere, 2 fence. All we have to do. That looks like it's been parked by the dryer. It looks like it's full of dust, them windows, don't we? Yep. Today's birthday bumper, pretty short. Lindsay Pepper, that's a cool name. 33. Laura McKinney is 48. Anthony Potts is on there. Ruth Crabtree's on there. For those that fast forward now, I'm just going to show you this. It looks like someone's took the bucket off without undoing the pipes and snapped them 2 fittings off there. Just a little short pipe to the bucket, maybe. So, something to fix on Monday. That's why we need a pipe machine. Anyway, we got James Jefferson on there. Charlie Edwards is 9 and Nathan Lowe is 26. We're now £60,714. Happy birthday everyone on there and anyone else whose birthday it is. And I opened the door a little bit and they've come in and now can't find the door. So I'm going to have to open the door all the way and get these pigeons out. Need like a net so that when you open the door and they come in, then you can put a net down and just catch them all. Just say you could drive them miles and let them go, but they'll just find a way back, won't they? Because they obviously live under the solar panels. They're an absolute nuisance. Put the door going all the way up now and see if they'll fly out. Have to beep a few tractor horns perhaps. Woo! Woo! It's just, I hate pigeons. There we go. Just beat the horn on the buggy a few times. Bit of horn, beeping and shouting, and we've got them out now. Anyway, that's all for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.